This is the biggest news in print on demand. Printify and Printful have entered a merger. So in this video, I'm going to be telling you everything I know and everything that I've learned this week about what's coming up in the future. Let's go. So first things first, what is print on demand? Print on demand is a business model that allows you as the seller to design products and then get companies like Printify and Printful to fulfill that product for you and to send it to your customer. So basically all you're doing is the design and they're doing the rest. And you can sell these products on platforms like Etsy or Shopify. So the good thing about this type of business model is you're not keeping any inventory. What's happened here is that two of the main players in this space, in this print on demand space, are merging. According to the email that we received this week from Printify, they're announcing this merger. So basically, it's not finalized yet. They're still closing a few last elements of the deal, but we can expect that the deal will close very soon. This is a game changer for the print on demand business. And everyone's been talking about it. All the Etsy gurus, print on demand gurus have been talking about it. And this is what I have learned. So here's what we know so far. So behind the scenes, Printify and Printful will have one parent company, but the Printify and Printful websites will still continue to run. They'll remain separate. So there'll be no change to how you're using Printify or using Printful. At least for now, that's what we know. So what are some of the advantages of having Printify and Printful come together? So one advantage of Printify is that Printify have a network of print providers. So you could consider Printify to be like the Uber of print and demand. So we would say Printify are like the Uber of print on demand because they have a network of print providers all over the world. And basically what they do is when you get a buyer who wants to buy a product, they will look for a print provider who is near that region where the buyer is, and that print provider will fulfill that order. So they're like the Uber of print on demand, if you think of it that way. Whereas Printify have world-class production facilities. And with the merger of Printify and Printful, we as sellers will be able to take advantage of that. So that's one key benefit of this merger. The other key benefit is that we will have access to even more top-of-the-line products. Some people are classifying this as over 1,000 products that will be available for sellers to sell all over the world. And we will have an increase in the global coverage and also awesome speeds of delivery because now we have more production facilities and more print providers that can fulfill the products for our customers. So that's a real plus. And I guess some of the things that sellers are worried about with this merger is the announcement has been made at Christmas time, the busiest time of the year. But I was listening to a video from Printify, which I'll link in the description, and they were explaining that there'll be no changes to the platforms and there'll be no changes to any of the sales that will be happening at this time. So that's a good thing that just puts a little bit of comfort during such a busy selling time. I guess another worry from my point of view is just the monopoly. So if you have two key players coming together, that means you might expect that there'll be increases in pricing and all that. But we will wait and see what happens in that space. For now, the platforms, the user interface, the websites remain the same. And that's a good thing while we are selling now at Christmas time. So that's all I've learned this week from all the gurus that have been talking about this on YouTube. And I hope that this helps you if you're thinking of selling using Printify or Printful, or if you're already selling and are just concerned about what this news means. So I hope that this helps. Thanks for watching.